All right, fast casual restaurant company Portillo's is fresh off an investor day where it outlined its longer-term growth plans. Joining us now is Portillo's CEO Michael Osanloo. Mike, good to see you in person this time.
Nice to see you as well.
Appreciate it. So that investor day, talk to us about your longer-term outlook and how do you get there?
Look, it went really well, and we basically reiterated the guidance that we have, which is 10% unit growth, low single-digit comp growth. We think that we are 600-plus restaurants when we're a fully grown, mature company in the U.S.
71 now?
71, 72 as of next week.
Wow.
Yeah, so slow but steady.
How are you continuing to build out the employee base as well? This is a labor market that's been extremely challenging, where on one side you're having mass layoffs, but on the other side, in the leisure and hospitality space, the jobs are continuing to be added right now and looking for employees.
Yeah, it's a great question. It's probably one of the thorniest issues that I've ever dealt with in my professional career. Our advantage right now is that we have worked so hard on building a great culture that that's paying off for us. So we're staffed at 102% of what we need right now. So we're staffed above 2019 levels. We have employee turnover at the hourly level that's 20 to 30 percentage points better than the industry and 10 to 15 percentage points better for our management ranks. And I attribute that to the hard work that our HR teams and our ops teams are doing by creating a great culture, paying people a fair wage, and treating them like family. I mean, that matters to people.
Just given the wage inflation we have seen in the past year, have you had to push through menu price hikes?
We have, and so our philosophy is we do what I call a price laggard strategy, right? You've all seen prices in grocery stores and in restaurants. We don't price as aggressively or as fast as our competitors do. I think that consumers right now are looking for some sort of oasis where they don't feel the pinch as bad, and so we've purposefully priced just below our competition.
So I need to move to Chicago. Sounds like your restaurant might be my oasis.
Hey, it's $9.75 average check per person. I challenge you to get a bagel in New York for that.
Shake Shack's down the block. I'm $25 in.
Exactly, totally.
So when you think about the average check and how that comes into the mind of the consumer as well, especially one that is perhaps bracing for a recession, where do you continue to lean into just the supplier mechanisms that you can, pulling any levers that are possible on even employment, and then additionally making sure that that customer experience remains solid and locking in that price point as well?
I mean, again, great point, because you nailed how hard this is to do, right? Like, the more you ask your team members for improved productivity, the more you start putting at risk the guest experience. So we have a really simple philosophy. We're going to treat our frontline team members as well as possible. They, in turn, are going to take great care of our guests. And that means great food at great prices, great service. That takes care of our investors. We're not going to bounce or wiggle for any short-term gains, right? So we're not looking at hitting a quarter. We're looking at being a multi-year great concept that continues to grow and lives up to the high growth algorithm that we want.
I think you're opening soon in Texas, your first location. When do you anticipate coming to New York? When can I go to a Portillo's in California and I'm going to go to a Chipotle and I see you right across the street?
Right. Right now, our focus is on the Sun Belt, right? So we're focusing in on Texas, Florida, Arizona. These are states with great population growth, great tailwind, lots of new development. It's honestly just a little bit easier.
We like a hot dog here in New York.
You do, and you've got some great options. I see them on every street corner.
Can we talk about the cake here in the room? Because, I mean, I'm staring at this thing like the kid from Matilda right now.
Where did it even come from?
Throw my face in it.
So this is a Portillo's chocolate cake.
Yeah.
No joke, it's life-changing. So there's a secret ingredient, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but when you guys try this, you're going to be like, okay.
Not alcohol, though.
Hopium.
Hopium.
Talk to us about the menu, because I did want to ask you about the menu. We didn't ask that the last time. I think it was on IPO day. Where did this menu come from? You sell pasta, you sell, of course, hot dogs, and now chocolate cake.
Yeah, so I would tell you this was part of Dick Portillo's genius in developing this concept from the very beginning. We have a very broad menu. I like to think of it, my job is to continue to curate this menu. Now, we are skinning it down. We skinned it down during COVID. But for us, the menu I want it to be a veto-proof menu. So if you're going with friends and family and you're going to go to a place, I don't want your fans to say, oh, I can't eat anything at Portillo's, right? I want something on the menu for everyone. The best thing that we've done recently is we have a new garden dog, okay? It is delicious.
What's a garden dog?
It's 100% vegan. It is a plant-based pea protein hot dog with great spices. It tastes amazing. Like, you get that sort of that meaty umami flavor of a hot dog, but it's a vegan dish. So we got something for everyone.
Are people ordering through third-party deliveries? And where do you see kind of that engagement with the customer giving you more opportunity to just grow the business, but then also bringing them in store or in the venue as well to ensure that you are still holding on to a lot of that experience too?
Yeah, so you guys probably haven't experienced the Portillo's. We are the original kings of the drive-thru. We have 2-lane drive-thrus, we have outside order takers, people run food to your cars. And so third-party delivery is a great add-on, and it was particularly good during COVID. But what we're seeing is people really love the drive-thru because they want to eat on their terms when they want to eat. They don't necessarily want to pay for all the markups that come with third-party. So third-party has done well for us, but it's the drive-thru that really satisfies our guests' needs.
Michael, I'm all about building muscle and getting fit. This thing better change my life. I'm having a piece after the show.
It's
if
going to be like...
I have to put my muscles at risk, this better change my life later with that secret ingredient. That's all I'm going to say.
Portillo CEO Michael Osanloo, thank you so much for joining us here in studio. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.